Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Divinely Transformed. My name is Lisa, and whether you're new or returning, I'm glad that you're here. Welcome to your daily short for February 20th, 2022, and your daily rune. Please keep in mind that this is a general public reading, so some, none, or all of it may apply to your situation, so please just take what resonates and leave the rest. Also keep in mind that time is fluid and not linear, which means that for each individual person watching, this could have already happened, this could be happening right now, or this could happen in the future. Also keep in mind that everyone has free will to change the outcome of any reading at any time for any reason. Before I get started with the reading, let me just preface this by saying that I find some strange irony in this reading because it really corresponds with a personal message to my own divine masculine that I am uploading now, that will be uploaded by the time this uploads. So this isn't just for my divine masculine, but for any other emperor out there who is stuck in a karmic marriage that is being called to come into a divine union with a divine counterpart, with a different person. So I find it strange that this reading very much correlates with a very personal message for my own divine masculine. That isn't a reading. And I just saw 222 on the counter. The link will be in the description box below for the angel numbers index, as it always is. But I had to say something, and I have no way of contacting my divine masculine except through my channel. I don't have any contact information for him, and we're not in communication. So anyhow, let me just go ahead and get started with this reading. This is for my divine masculine as confirmation, and for other divine masculines out there who have yet to close out karmic cycles. Because the first card out is the world reversed. Unsuccessful completion of karmic cycles. In this deck, the world is card 65, breaks down to an 11. It's the 11th house of Aquarius in the reverse. The 11th house of Aquarius is about achievements, goals, wishes, dreams, aspirations, faith, hope, healing, and humanitarianism. The world card also rolls over all the fixed signs, which are Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio. So you could have any of those signs in your chart, or the divine feminine could. Someone who doesn't close their karmic cycles, they're not receiving fountains of wisdom, or they're rejecting fountains of wisdom. Take it how it resonates for you. And those that aren't clearing up and closing their karmic cycles aren't given success in all of their ventures until they do. Clarifying the world reversed is the Page of Wands reversed. and the Two of Swords. The Page of Wands in reverse is a message not received from an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. We're talking about a divine masculine. So they could have Aries for sure in their chart, because divine masculines have Aries, Taurus in their chart. Or they could also have Leo and or Sagittarius anywhere in their natal planets or in any of their houses. But this Page of Wands specifically is for an exciting, passionate message that hasn't been sent or received, because it hasn't been sent. And the Two of Swords is indecision, unwillingness to make a decision, the lack of a choice, and stagnation. So these are for the divine masculines who are on the fence with taking action. Because clarifying the world reverse is the Knight of Wands in reverse. The lack of action of a divine masculine. The lack of communication and the lack of action. The Knight of Wands in this deck is card 24. It breaks down to a 6. It's about the 6th house of Virgo. You could have Virgo anywhere in your chart, natal planets, or in your houses, or this divine feminine could. But the 6th house of Virgo is what you do every day, your reputation, your physical health, humanitarianism, and investigation. This is someone who has done deep investigation into their karmic spouse and has not taken action to close up their karmic cycles with the karmic spouse. And until the action is taken and completed, this divine masculine is not angelically protected or protected by the universe or protected by God in any way, shape, or form. Because until they start making the decision to have plans be in motion and in progress to get this divorce from this karmic marriage, settle child custody disputes, reach out to the divine feminine, all of these things, they cannot be saved or protected. And they're continuing to get karma for staying in this karmic marriage, continuing to live there and collaborate and give energy, time, love, attention, and devotion to it. Clarifying the Knight of Wands reverse is the Knight of Cups. The lack of action towards making this love offer. Revealing feelings, expressing truth and intentions, and asking their divine feminine on a date, any and all of those things. So this hasn't happened for these indecisive divine masculines. They know full well what they're being called to do. They lack no clarity whatsoever. They're lacking action. The next card out is the Four of Cups. This is being bored, discontent, dispassionate, acting uninterested, being uninterested. Missing the opportunity of a lifetime, potentially. The Four of Cups is about the fourth house of Cancer. This is about an opportunity of unconditional love, safety, security, stability, dependability, and a peaceful home environment. In this deck, the Four of Cups is card 23. It breaks down to a 5. It's about the fifth house of Leo. Romance, children, pets, creativity, matters of the heart, and risk-taking for these things. So these are for the divine masculines who have sat on the fence and not made a decision to take action to wrap up these karmic cycles and express their love and intentions towards their divine counterpart. There is still an opportunity and a capacity for healing in this divine connection here. There's still an opportunity to be protected from weapons, physical, spiritual, mental, emotional, from anyone. And there's still an opportunity to have safety guaranteed in your travels. But this divine masculine is juggling, double-minded, going back and forth, overthinking, living a double life of pain, betrayal, Ten of Swords. This divine masculine has been betrayed multiple times in this karmic marriage, and they have not released the betrayal, the marriage, or the pain. They're juggling the pain and holding on to it by holding on to this marriage, not taking any action to do anything about it. Clarifying the Four of Cups is Temperance in the reverse, Sagittarius energy in the reverse. Not reconciling with their divine feminine, not bothering to regain the favor of the divine feminine that they've offended. Temperance in reverse is the lack of patience, chaos, ungrounded, unbalanced, someone who can't control their emotions. In this deck, the Temperance card is Sagittarius energy in the reverse. So this divine masculine has Sagittarius in their chart somewhere. And wherever they have Sagittarius in their chart, that's where they're getting karma. $35 breaks down to an 8. It's the 8th house of Scorpio. 1414 on the counter. The link is in the description box below for the Angel Numbers Index. The 8th house of Scorpio. They have Scorpio in their chart somewhere. And they're in their lower vibrational Scorpio energies. Holding on to sex. A sexual based, lustful, karmic marriage that is only based on sex, money, and the responsibility of caring for children. It's very toxic. 8th house of Scorpio is about sex, death, transformation, regeneration, secrets, lies, the hidden, unseen, the occult, other people's money, inheritances, wills, and taxes. This divine feminine is staying in a situation in this karmic marriage where their karmic wife cheats on them constantly with men, women, children, whatever. Their karmic partner keeps secrets. They lie. Their karmic spouse is definitely heavily into the occult. They practice black magic, witchcraft, and this karmic spouse is heavily focused on this divine masculine's money for stability. Period. This is a karmic marriage where the divine masculine and this karmic feminine is bound together, trauma bonded by sex, money, and children. This divine masculine is keeping secrets and is lying to the karmic feminine about how he feels about his divine counterpart. And he's not taking any action towards his divine counterpart, staying stuck in this traumatizing karmic marriage because they're afraid to change. They're afraid of being judged. They're just afraid, period. And fear is the opposite of love. Fear is holding the divine masculine back from following their destiny. The divine masculine and the karmic feminine lie to each other and keep secrets from each other. And it is not a marriage based on truth or love. It is a marriage of obligation, superficiality, control, and enslavement. Clarifying the Temperance reverse is the 5 of Pentacles reversed and the 9 of Swords reversed. The 5 of Pentacles reversed is wanting to come out of alienation, wanting to come out of the cold, wanting to come out of poverty. But they need to release their anxiety, their fears, and their overthinking in order to do this. And you need to release not being able to rest, to sleep, release from your bad dreams, release from the anxiety and the overthinking in order to come out of loneliness, alienation, and poverty and poor health. And you're having trouble doing this because divine masculine, you have chaos within you and all around you. You're not mentally or emotionally balanced. And part of this is due to the karma that you're experiencing, clinging on to this karmic marriage for whatever your reasons are. And part of it is the karma of the karmic feminine leaking out onto you because you're still living with, collaborating, and supporting this karmic feminine. Now, this isn't for all divine masculines. This is for some who are in indecision, who are just planning and fantasizing about this brand new life with their divine feminine and not taking action. That is considered to be indecision and blocking communication that is very much needed. And you're getting karma for that, divine masculine. Because it is your destiny to be with this divine feminine, and you know it. You're very clear on this. For some of them. And they have chosen to stay in indecision and not take action. The next card out is the Ten of Cups in reverse. You're extremely unhappy in your home and family. You've been for a long time. This is no secret to you or anybody else that is watching this reading that resonates with them. 10th house of Capricorn in the reverse. You have no loyalty, you have no commitment, you have no dedication to doing the work to heal your unhappiness. What's doing the work? Making a decision and taking actions and communicating the truth about how you feel about ending this shit with this karmic feminine and communicating the truth of your feelings and your intentions with your divine feminine. You're just wallowing in unhappiness and not doing the work. The Ten of Cups in reverse is card 71, breaks down to an 8. It's the 8th house of Scorpio in the reverse again. You're still keeping secrets and you're still lying about how you feel and about what you want. You're not in your divine power, divine masculine. You're being called to be in your divinity, to take action, to follow your heart, to make things right, to do what the universe has been calling you to do for a long time now. This karmic feminine is confused and you're not. But the victory and peace cannot be brought to you until you release all of these. And unhappiness in your home and family is a burden. Clarifying the Ten of Cups in reverse is the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is releasing this unhappiness. Releasing this marriage, releasing this karmic feminine, doing what you have to do. You're being called to release this. You are ignoring the call for some of y'all. The next card out is the Five of Cups in reverse. You're being called to release your guilt, your remorse, your regret, your sadness, and your depression. Because you're definitely wallowing in it. You're being and you're being called to release all of these burdens. 10 of Wands in reverse. and you're ignoring it because you're in double energy, divine masculine. You're being influenced by this demonic karmic feminine who has Capricorn in her sun, her moon, her rising sign. This karmic feminine is very controlling, very manipulative, very toxic, very evil. They have addictions. You have addictions. You're both codependent on each other for stability, for the optics of this marriage. You're so worried about losing your reputation for getting a divorce, for true love. But you're actually ruining your reputation by staying with someone who is very evil, manipulative, and toxic, who destroys their reputation every day with all of their words, their actions, and their deeds, and their thoughts and their feelings. And you're destroying yourself right along with them. Just drinking your problems away with this karmic feminine and staying stuck and doing nothing. It is not benefiting you at all. It is decreasing your health, your finances, your energy, your time. Clarifying the 10 of Cups in reverse is the 10 of Swords in reverse. You are in this energy holding on to this pain and betrayal by juggling your life and living a double life. Living a life that you hate, that you don't want. And pretending that everything is just fine when it isn't. You're wearing a false mask. You're lying to yourself and you're lying to everyone else. You're being called to release this betrayed karmic marriage and this betraying karmic feminine. You've already had multiple revelations through my readings, through your own intuition, and through proof that has come up in your everyday karmic life with this karmic feminine. And you're not protected from sadness until you release this shit. You've been given divine revelations in your dreams as well, and you've been ignoring it all. Convincing yourself that it's just a fantasy. The fantasy is safer. The fantasy is not safer. Your reality is unsafe. In this deck, the 10 of Swords is card 17. We have 17 and 71. Mirroring angel numbers. Check those two numbers out. We also have multiple 10s here. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. How many 10s do we need? How many confirmations that do you need to tell you that the universe is ending your marriage? That is why you keep having tower moment after tower moment after tower moment. That is why you keep getting heartbroken and betrayed over and over again. That is why you keep fighting with this karmic feminine all the time. The universe is destroying this karmic marriage because it is meant to be dissolved. You're not getting it yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, We have 6 10s now. Yesterday we had 5 10s. Today is 6 10s. It is the end. Accept it and move on before something extremely terrible happens. Clarifying, the 10 of Swords reversed is the Queen of Swords reversed. This karmic feminine has Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising in her chart. And she is unfair, unbalanced. She is walking karma, walking punishment, walking instrument of pain, who is a liar, who is a bitch, who doesn't care about anyone but herself. She is verbally, mentally, emotionally abusive. She is very cold. She is ruthless and narcissistic and evil. She is not following her North Node. She is cursed to a life of poverty because she is unrepentant of her ways. And she will stay unrepentant until you leave her fucking ass. And even then, there's no guarantees that she will repent after you leave. This karmic feminine has lessons to learn that you are impeding on. And you're getting karma for standing in the way of this karmic feminine learning lessons. This karmic feminine has Cancer in her chart. Sun, Moon, or Rising. This karmic is not moving forward with victory and success. They are stuck. They are stagnant. They are not going anywhere. The universe is giving this karmic feminine constant karma every single day. And you're being affected by this karmic feminine's karma and her black magic spell work that she performs on you every single day to keep you stuck. Hello? What are you doing? The next card out, we have the Knight of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups twice. The divine and the universe is guiding you in a new direction with a new person where there is divine, mutual, reciprocal, spiritual love. And you have yet to communicate your feelings and your intentions and your offer towards your divine counterpart. So the universe is saying in this reading 6 times that this marriage is ending. So be proactive and follow what the universe wants and end this shit. And offer this love. Offer the romantic communication that you've been holding back to your divine counterpart. Knight of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And for some of y'all divine masculines, you have all of those signs in your chart. You have a fucking grand trine of water. You are an emotional and romantic person who is forcing and blocking off your heart chakra and not following your heart. When you're supposed to be kind, loving, compassionate, psychic, intuitive, giving, honest. Someone with a grand trine of water is someone who is very generous and open with their emotions, and they're romantic, and they're just a joy to be around. They're a very, very healing individual. And as long as you're with this karmic feminine, you're blocking it. You're not being who you truly are. You're not living up to your destiny, your full potential, your full capability. This marriage is cold. It's unloving. You fight constantly. And it's superficial as fuck. In this deck, the Knight of Cups is card 56. It breaks down to a 10. It's the 10th house of Capricorn. You need to be loyal, dedicated, and committed to your mission, to yourself. And you're selling yourself short for some of y'all divine masculines out there. Your perception is keen. And you are a fucking prophet and a healer who is not living up to your potential. You've discovered hidden treasure of love, unconditional love. And you are continuing to ignore it. The angels have revealed the secrets of the nature of your karmic marriage and the secrets and the nature of this karmic feminine. And you have done nothing with that information. Except maybe fight with her and participate in the chaos, the conflict, the drama, and the competition, and the jealousy. You're being called to stop participating in it. Knight of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Cups. This is a brand new opportunity of unconditional and peaceful love that you're supposed to be offering. Unconditional love is a divine gift from God. And when you manifest unconditional love, you find it and you reject and ignore it, you're spitting in the face of God. You're also spitting in the face of God by hanging on to a corrupt marriage where there is no love and no truth in it. And you are spitting in the face of the institution of marriage. And you're spitting in the face of God by holding on to a corrupt and toxic marriage. For whatever your reasons are. It's unacceptable. You're being called to do something new, to come out of your comfort zone, to learn something new, to try something new, to invest in this new love, to collaborate, to work together with, in love and mission, with your divine counterpart, who is showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, who is a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in high placements. a high vibrational Queen of Pentacles, who is very loving, nurturing. They take care of their family. They're focused on making their own money. This is a driven career woman. They're also driven to complete their divine mission. The Queen of Pentacles knows how to make and keep commitments. And to be loving and nurturing. To their partner and to their children, which is something that this karmic feminine has absolutely no ability to do. Clarifying, the Knight of Pentacles, or the Knight of Cups, sorry, is the Five of Wands and the Eight of Swords. They came out together, and I kept them both together to clarify this Knight of Cups. You are experiencing both inner and outer conflict about this brand new beginning in love with your divine counterpart. Because you are still unhealed and you're trapped. You're trapped in your mind by your false belief systems. You're trapped. And it's an illusion. You're not really trapped. You only think you are. The Five of Wands is chaos, conflict, competition, jealousy, fighting. You're fighting yourself, and you fight this karmic feminine every day. It's inside of you, and it's projected outside of you all the time. And this conflict will never stop. The inner or the outer. Well, the outer will eventually stop. But the inner conflict will never stop. Because that is the divine and the universe letting you know that this love that you feel for your divine counterpart is as a past life soul connection, where unconditional love existed in previous lifetimes and in this one, and it will never die. But I promise you that if you refuse to let go of this karmic marriage, and when it finally does end and dissolve very badly and very painfully, you will regret not making this offer to your divine feminine. Because divine feminines don't wait around too long, because they know their value and their worth. They have a job to do. They have love to give. And our lives are short. Don't be the divine masculine in regret for the rest of your life because you are in love and pining for someone that you can no longer have. You are in danger of missing an opportunity, the chance of a lifetime for a true, unconditional, reciprocal love and partnership and abundance. Because the Emperor and the Empress, they work together to create their abundance, their fortune, their kingdom, whatever. These empresses, they will eventually move on to someone who is emotionally available, who is not stuck in a karmic marriage or a relationship, someone who will devote their time and energy and devotion and invest in the Empress. And I promise you that this unconditional love that you feel will never die for this divine counterpart. It only grows every day. And the longer you wait, you're in danger of missing the opportunity of a lifetime. Because the Empresses, they know their value, they know their worth. And God will give them their loving, stable, hardworking partner in love and sacred union and divine mission. And if you don't step up to the plate, divine masculine, someone else will. Don't be the divine masculine who missed out and it is in constant depression and guilt and remorse and shame. Because you ignored the call for a long time and missed your chance. "26 and 5 of Wands is an 8. 8th house of Scorpio. We got the 8 of Wands, 8th house of Scorpio, and then a 5, another 5. So we got so many 5s, we got so many 8s. We got so much Leo and Scorpio energy. It's ridiculous. And Capricorn energy. When you release all of this karmic shit, release this inner conflict, outer conflict, just walk away from it all, you will win judgments and you will be protected because you've been seeking the truth and you've taken action on the truth. But unless you take action on it, what do you win? Truth and justice is available to you. You've already wasted a lot of time already. Protection from your enemies who would steal your fortune is being offered to you, but only if you create boundaries and walk away from those fuckers. Clarifying the 5 of Wands and 8 of Swords is the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. The ending of a marriage. You're losing money, energy, time, and the potential for true unconditional reciprocal love and abundance. The doomed marriage, the doomed and corrupted marriage is here with the Hierophant in the reverse. You're putting your time, your energy, your money, and everything into a marriage that is corrupt and falling apart anyway, you're wasting all of your time and resources. You have Taurus in your chart. You're not harnessing your energies for the right person at all. You have Taurus and you have Capricorn in your chart, and possibly Virgo somewhere else, maybe in one of your houses. King of Pentacles in reverse is someone who is financially unstable. Your commitment is in the wrong place. Your money is invested in the wrong place. Your love is invested. Your attention is invested in the wrong place. Your everything is invested in the wrong place. And you're also showing up as the King of Swords in reverse. Someone who is a liar, who is inauthentic, who isn't in their authenticity at all. Someone who is cold. Not living up to your potential. You're very intelligent, but you're not utilizing your intelligence and harnessing it in a way that is benefiting you at all. You're being called to break the silence and heal the connection with this Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, who is two different aspects of this Empress here. They have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And they have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And North Node. You're being called to break the silence and heal the connection with your divine counterpart. The Queen of Wands is someone who is very attractive. They're very spiritual. They're a go-getter. They're a hard worker. They know what they want. They're very confident, and they go after what they want. But the Queen of Wands doesn't chase men. They attract them. Queen of Wands in reverse. They chase men and they're promiscuous. And some of them are prostitutes. You're living with one. This is someone who is a bold and fearless leader in whatever it is that they do for work. And they're very focused on their career. They're very focused on their mission. Very focused. And they love their job. Because we got the Ace of Cups here too. They love their mission. The Hermit in reverse, Virgo energy. This is you, Divine Masculine. You are in forced isolation. And you're allowing this karmic feminine to impose this forced isolation upon you. You're being called to come out of isolation. You're being called to truly heal yourself here with the Four of Swords here. To heal, to meditate, to rest, to clear your mind and get focused. The next card we have out is the Seven of Swords reversed. The theft, the deception, the trickery, and all that bullshit has been exposed within this karmic marriage. It's been exposed on my channel. It's been exposed by your intuition and your angels and your spirit guides. It's been exposed in your dreams, and it's been exposed by this karmic feminine herself with her own words and her own actions that you have saw yourself and heard for yourself. You've received the knowledge of good and evil and have not acted upon it. And God is starting to get angry here. Archangel Michael is really angry. And I'm angry too. In this deck, the Seven of Swords, this is an unfair and unjust partnership, this marriage that you're holding on to for whatever your reasons are. And whatever those reasons are, they're all null and void. There is not one good reason for you to hang on to this shit. God and the universe has already judged this marriage as finished. And you keep ignoring all the signs, divine masculine. You're not yet in your divine energy yet until you start finding your balls and taking action, creating your own justice for yourself and for your children and for your divine feminine. In this deck, the Seven of Swords is card 66. It's an angel number that is about unconditional love and balance, and it's in the reverse. You're out of balance. You're out of order, divine masculine. Clarifying the Seven of Swords is the Ten of Cups in reverse for the second time. Nobody is happy in this home and family. Nobody. Not you, not this karmic feminine, and not your children. There is no passion left in this marriage. What are you keeping it going for? You're not creating anything new, good, or exciting. All you're creating is unhappiness, conflict, chaos, and misery. Because this karmic feminine is a liar. They're very manipulative and very immature. They use their emotions to make you feel sorry for them, to keep you stuck and trapped and blocked right with them. You're showing up as the King of Cups in reverse. You don't love this karmic feminine, and this karmic feminine doesn't love you. You are using each other. Wake the fuck up. The King of Cups in reverse hides their emotions. They're not communicating in an emotional way unless it's anger and hostility, because you're purposely blocking off your heart chakra. You're being called to move out and move away from this karmic feminine. because you're in danger, you're in chaos, emotional and mental conflict and chaos. You're being asked and called to go into calmer waters, peaceful, healing waters of emotion with your divine feminine that you're constantly rejecting. Clarifying the Seven of Swords reverse is the Eight of Wands and the upright. This is lots of back and forth communication. Lots of things happening at once. You are to answer the call so you can be more loving and more passionate towards God, and more loving and passionate towards your divine feminine and your freaking children overall. Your children are suffering in this relationship just as much as you are, and just as much as this karmic feminine is, and they're too stubborn to let it go because they're benefiting off of you, and you're taking your money and your time. This karmic feminine is distracting you from your destiny, using you and abusing you and your children as well. The Emperor protects themselves and their money and their children. And not in that order. It's all of the above, all at the same time. That is what divine masculines do when they're in their divine power. Anything else is the Emperor in reverse. In this deck, the Eight of Wands, the 8th house of Scorpio, is card number 49. Breaks down to a 13, which breaks down to a 4. When you transform and regenerate this connection with your divine partner here, with your divine counterpart, you will have unconditional love, safety, security, stability, dependability, and a peaceful home environment. And until then, you will have none of those things. You're being called to free yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, and legally from your karmic situation and this karmic feminine. You're being called to be patient, grounded, balanced in your emotions and your thoughts, and stop being crazy, stop thinking crazy, stop being impulsive, stop living in chaos. And be temperate, loving. Transmute that negative, nasty, evil, dark, codependent, toxic energy into something beautiful and healing, because you are the Emperor. You have Aries in your chart. Sun, Moon, rising, North Node, and maybe even elsewhere in your chart. An Emperor takes charge. They take care of their children, themselves, their empire, their finances. And keeping yourself stuck with this karmic feminine is this. The Emperor has power and authority, and they exercise it, and they make the difficult choices. They are a bold and fearless leader. Who is compassionate and kind. You're being called to reconcile with your divine counterpart. To heal your childhood wounds. To heal your codependency. to heal your addictions, to heal your body, your life, and your finances. Because this connection with your divine counterpart is both of your wish fulfillment. This universe is trying to give you the very desires of your heart. Complete emotional fulfillment. You've manifested for this. You've wished for this. But you stubbornly wanted it to be this karmic feminine, but it can never be because they don't have the capacity or the potential, and they are not the one that the universe has intended and meant for you, divine masculine. You're being called to gain your independence. Mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, and legally. And move towards your divine counterpart, who is also independent on all levels. The Empress. The loving, compassionate, hardworking, in service of humanity. Someone who is a psychic, someone who is very giving and generous. They love their children. They will love your children unconditionally too, because children are meant to be loved and protected. And that's what the Empress does, love and nurture. The Empress is the most beautiful woman that there is. Inside and out. They're very attractive. They're very passionate. They're very spiritual. They're very committed and dedicated. They're very intelligent. But they have boundaries, and they know, and they utilize them. They don't accept bullshit. They don't play games. And they don't allow other people to play games with them. Two of Cups. Unconditional, mutual, spiritual love between the Emperor and the Empress here. And the Empress is very strong. Very confident. Very courageous. Very loving and forgiving and peaceful. But they're not afraid to unleash the beast if they need to either. The Emperor and the Empress. These are two people who are bold and confident and loving leaders. Connected telepathically, intellectually, and unconditionally loving from the heart space. For eternity. In every lifetime. This love never dies, it only grows. Don't miss the call. Few are chosen. Many are called. Not everyone answers their call. Don't be the one that regrets your opportunity and misses your call. Your call's been ringing for months or maybe years. We've got two runes today. We've got Gibo and we've got Othila. Love and abundance is promised to you. Are you willing to accept divine masculine? You got to do what it takes to accept it. Gibo. It means gift, and the key word is gratitude. This rune relates to feelings of gratitude you have when you are given something. The universe has given you, your divine counterpart, the opportunity for this mutual, divine, spiritual love. And you have not been grateful. You've been ignoring and rejecting it. The rune relates to feelings of gratitude you have when you are given something, as well as our generosity in giving of ourselves. You haven't been generous in giving of yourself at all. Divine masculines who have been ignoring your divine counterparts. A young man offers a cup that appears full and abundant. This is emotions and love. His expression is serene and generous, as well as resolute and dignified. This is supposed to be you, divine masculine. You're the one who is supposed to take the initiative. To communicate with your divine feminine about your feelings and your intentions and your plans, which you have failed to do so far. Some of you. Gibo means gift in the material, emotional, and spiritual sense. This is a gift, a spiritual gift from God. It is a material gift from God and an emotional gift from God. You are supposed to be grateful and accept by acting on it. Devotion and reward are the two fundamental aspects of this card. We must not be afraid to make the first move and act freely without asking for anything in return. This attitude is a sign of inner strength. The Emperor, the true divine masculine, has that inner strength. Are we capable of giving love? Does our presence enrich group members and make them more peaceful? Do we tend to absorb energies from others, or do we give them with generosity? Are we a reference point for others? Gibo helps us to open our heart to the ideas of brotherhood, cooperation, and let me add, unconditional love within a divine union. Othela. Your ancestors want to honor you with riches and abundance, but they can't really offer this to you until you offer your love, your intentions, and ultimately your commitment to the divine feminine. It means nobility, and the key word is tradition. When you do this, you will prove to God and your ancestors that you are noble and that you are following the tradition, your destiny, and you will have an abundance of unconditional love that is mutual and ever freely flowing between you and your divine feminine, and complete financial abundance. The rune is connected to wealth, what we inherit from our ancestors. Your ancestors that are passed on before you. They're trying to give you your abundance, but you're not listening to their direction yet. Will you? The choice is up to you, divine masculines who have not taken action. A noble sheik, dressed luxuriously, studies a golden urn covered with precious stones that most likely is part of the treasure left to him by his ancestors. Blood ties, however problematic or intolerable, are still important and implicate us for all of our lives. This karmic feminine is problematic and intolerable. It's still an important connection because this is a very valuable lesson for the both of you. And it will continue to implicate you for all of your lives because you share children together. You don't have to share a marriage, finances, and home and karma with this person too. That is not what you're called to do. It is essential to recognize their value and realize that we are the result of our past, and we must start from our roots to develop our heritage that is rich and plentiful. Yeah, you're the result of your past, but your past doesn't have to be your future, because your past is keeping you stuck. And keeping you out of unconditional love and abundance. Do we respect our ancestors and their traditions? Well, you're not respecting your ancestors or their traditions by not following the instructions of your spirit team, which is your ancestors and your angels. You're finding it problematic and difficult to abandon these karmic ties. But it's not as hard as you're making it out to be. Just make the decision and do it. And it would be wise to rediscover these soul ties that you have with your divine feminine before the clock runs out on you, before the divine feminine finds another emperor who's willing to provide everything that you're not. Divine feminines are meant to be protected, nurtured, loved, and taken care of. And as long as you are ignoring your divine feminine and avoiding them, you're doing none of those things. And that is not a true divine masculine emperor. Ophila anchors us to our identity, reinforces ties, spiritual ties, as well as blood ties, and bestows well-being. Be the divine masculine that you were destined to be. Come out of inaction and indecision. This karmic marriage is ending and will ultimately end one way or another. The universe is making sure of that. It's been happening. So we've seen 6 tens now. So that is 6 official warnings and directives that you're being called to end this karmic marriage, divine masculine. I promise you, that when it reaches the 10, the universe will completely obliterate it. You're hanging on to a lost cause. So I urge y'all, divine masculines who have not made up your minds, that have not taken action in any way, shape, or form, that are just dreaming and planning and not following up on anything. Take care of business before the huge explosion, because I have no idea what that huge explosion is going to be. It'll be different for each and every one of you, but I guarantee you it's going to be difficult, traumatic, heartbreaking, and violent. So you're at 6 out of 10 now. The universe is only going to turn up the heat the longer you decide to do Nothing. You have been warned over and over and over again. You have been guided, urged, directed, called multiple times. And you have sat there and done nothing about it. Continuing on with your daily lives, pretending like everything is fine when it absolutely is anything but fine. Ignoring the truth. Suppressing your heart. I doubt very many of your divine feminines will be there when the universe finally hits the big explosion and this marriage is finally completely done. Many of y'all empresses will have moved on to another emperor in their sacred union. If you even live through it. A lot of you will. The karmic feminine is the one that will not live through it. As long as you stay in this karmic marriage, you are definitely dooming this karmic feminine to their death, because you are enabling them by staying stuck in this marriage with them. And by enabling them, you're keeping them from learning their karmic lessons that they're supposed to learn for their growth and expansion. You're blocking that learning opportunity for this karmic feminine. And this karmic feminine will continue to do everything that they're doing and continue to get more and more karma. And the karmic feminine will die. Do you want that for your children? Have the chance to save this karmic feminine's life if she decides to straighten up after you leave her. Think about that. How many times in my readings has it come up? Death and coffin for the Cancerian karmic feminine. It's happened multiple times. That is not a metaphor. The universe is not playing. You hanging on to this karmic marriage, you are marking this karmic feminine for death, because this karmic feminine will hang on to this marriage until she dies. This karmic feminine needs to have the opportunity to repent and to transform, but they will not do that as long as you are still enabling them by keeping this toxic marriage going, as long as you are still giving to them financially and providing for them. This karmic feminine may die anyway, even if you do leave them, but that's not your concern. But you are 100% killing the karmic feminine and killing the mother of your children by hanging on to this. Just being honest, it's the harsh truth. It is the reality of it. But don't take my word for it. Hang on and find out. These are your messages. I hated giving this message, but it was my responsibility and my obligation and my duty to give it. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Because I'm not getting karmic repercussions for not telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Now it's out of my hands. And I really hope to God that I don't have to give this message again. But if I have to, I will. Thank y'all for supporting my channel in all the ways that you do. I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to y'all soon.